So in the previous class we have discussed about the coupling schemes. So these coupling schemes, there are two types of coupling schemes. Generally coupling means the interaction between the spin angular momentum and the orbital angular momentum. So for a single valence electron we have discussed the spin orbit interaction and we have derived an expression for the doublet term separation also. Next, when there are two electrons in the valence shell, when there are two electrons, how their respective spin angular momentum and the orbital angular momentum are going to interact with each other. That interaction can be classified as two major types. One is LS coupling and the other one is JJ coupling. So we have discussed in the LS coupling scheme that when there are two electrons, their orbital angular momenta that was denoted by L1 and L2 interact with each other separately, and their spin angular momenta S1 and S2 interact separately to get a resultant orbital angular momenta and a resultant spin angular momenta, and then these two are going to interact with each other to get a resultant angular momenta of the atom. Right? So this was the LS coupling scheme. Now another important part of this coupling scheme are the selection rules. So when we apply this coupling scheme for atoms or the different configurations, we need to understand few selection rules here. So the first selection rule or the first rule here is the orbital angular momenta, spin angular momenta and the resultant angular momenta, all these three vectors are quantized. All these three vectors are quantized. Isn't it obvious? So L is given by h cross into under root of L into L plus 1. Similarly S and J. L, S, J. That means small letter L, S, J. These are quantum numbers and our physical quantity is depending on these quantum numbers. So this physical quantities are also quantized. So this is the first rule, or we can say a statement, right? So the second rule, the resultant orbital angular momenta, which is given by h cross into under root of L into L plus 1, where this L is, we all know that this L is quantized. If you refer to the previous lecture, you will see that this L is a quantum number, resultant orbital angular momentum quantum number. So this L defines the atomic state of the particular system. For example, we shall draw a table here. So the value of L defines the atomic state. If the value of L is 0, the atom is said to be in the S state, capital S. If it is 1, it will be P state, 2 it will be D state, 3 it will be F state. So for an electron, these states are in small letters. For the entire atom, it will be in the capital letters. So while studying the quantum number, we have seen the value of L varies from 0 to n minus 1. If the value of L is 0, it is S orbital. Value of L is 2, it is P orbital. 3, it will be D orbital, so on. Similarly, that can be applied to the atomic states also. So this is the second selection rule for LS coupling. So the third selection rule is, so the spin quantum number, the resultant spin quantum number S, it can be an integer, or it can be a half integer. It can be an integer or it can be a half half integer depending on the number of electrons. So these selection rules will understand while we solve few problems, right? So the spin quantum number, resultant spin quantum number, it can be either an integer or it can be a half integer. One simple example we are going to take here. This S is what? This has values from mod S1 minus S2 to mod S1 plus S2. Right? So if there are two electrons, with values half and half, then this S, resultant spin quantum number S, will have values from half minus half, that is 0, to half plus half, that is 1. So depending on the number of electrons what we consider, this S can be either an integer or a half integer. Okay. Now, what if I consider a third electron? So imagine this is for 2 electrons. What if there are third electron? There are 3 electrons. Then these are going to interact first to give this resultant. These two are again going to interact with this half separately. So we'll solve these in our problems elaborately, right? So this is the third selection rule. So the fourth selection rule for Ellis coupling is the resultant total angular momentum quantum number J. It can be an integer or it can be a half integer. See, J, it can be either an integer or a half integer. Depends on what? It all depends on the value of S. Why only on value of S? We all know that this is only an integer. L is an integer. So if S is also integer, J will be an integer. If S is a half integer, then J will be a half integer. So imagine for integer I can take an example of 1. If S is an integer, from here I can take S is an integer as 1. Then the resultant J will be 2. If this is always an integer, plus if it is a half integer, S is half integer, I will take half, then it will be 3 by 2. So whether J is integer or half integer, it all depends on the value of S. If S is an integer, J will be an integer. If S is a half integer, J will be a half integer. So these are the few selection rules that are important while we solve the examples. Right. So one more thing what we can see here is this J which is resultant angular momentum quantum number, it can also be called as the multiplicity it is also called as the multiplicity of the state. What is this multiplicity? So if the number of values of J, so for different values of L and S we are going to get different values of J. So if the total number of J is 5, andre ಐದು number of J values ಸಿಕ್ತು ನಮಗೆ, there are totally 5 values for J, then the multiplicity of the system is 5, right? So if the total number of J values for a system is 7, then the multiplicity of this system is 7. So this multiplicity can also be given as 2s plus 1. This multiplicity we can find out using the formula 2s plus 1. What is S here? S is the spin quantum number, resultant spin quantum number. So there are few restrictions to take either 2s plus 1 or 2l plus 1. If L is greater than S, the spin quantum number, then the multiplicity will be of J will be 2s plus 1. If S is greater than L, if the value of S is greater than L, then multiplicity of J will be 2L plus 1. Right? So the multiplicity of J can be found out using these two conditions. If L is greater than J, then it will be 2s plus 1. If L is less than J, then it will be 2L plus 1. So these are the few different selection rules. One more finally, the last selection rule that we have to write here is, so after applying the coupling scheme to the two electron system, finally we are going to get a term. That term, the term will be denoted by, see here carefully, L 2s plus 1 J. L 2s plus 1 J. So this is the term value. So L 2s plus 1 J, we have to read it as L 2s plus 1 J. Now L here indicates if we have got L value as 0, then we have to write here S. If we have L value 1, then it will be P. 2s plus 1 is the multiplicity, J is the resultant angular momentum quantum number. So this is about the multiplicity of the selection rules for LS coupling scheme.